we need something like RiskSmart to be able to address those challenges, and not just from a let's show the regulator that we do this, from a actually doing it point perspective. So when we get new clients in, when we are moving to different jurisdictions, when that naturally changes how risk looks for our business and how risk needs to be tracked. And RiskSmart makes it really easy to go in and adjust that.
I can say is we've shown it to people, including auditors, and they have loved it. They're like, wow, we've never seen this before. Because we offer our services to Europe as well, we obviously need our regulator in Europe, which is the Bank of Lithuania. And then the regulator in England or the UK is the FCA, as you're probably aware. We have to consider both regulations in our policies and the way we do things. And we're also regulated by the bank that we use and also the schemes as well. We get audited a lot.
We had an audit last week and I got dragged into a off-the-cuff PCI DSS audit, and he was absolutely brutal from a risk perspective. Some of the questions he was asking me, I was like, wow. But I answered everything, and RiskSmart had absolutely everything in that he wanted to see. And he went, oh, you have got it there. I'll be honest, some of it I didn't even know I had there. So I was answering questions that I didn't even know the answer to. It was brilliant. The risk events, handling of risk events is really good. We've used them in the last few months, and it just makes it so easy. It gives everybody access. And the idea for me is that for years and years, and everybody related to risk has the same issue, where you want the rest of the business to invest in it. You don't just want them to care about risk when you're having an interview with them because there's a risk assessment. And I love the idea of everybody having a logging in there and being able to assess their risks on a daily basis. And when they sit there and realize that something changes, it's putting growth in the forefront of everybody's mind. Now, I'm not going to say that's been easy even with RiskSmart, but we're gradually getting there compared to a year ago when we put it in and nobody was dealing with risk. We've now got 6 or 7 people who log in on a weekly basis to change their risks and update their risks.
At a board level, we can show them really easily what risks we have, how we're managing them, what controls we have, and actually do control testing as well, which obviously before in a spreadsheet it's harder to log all of that basically. Yeah. And it's, even though I'm saying it looks good with colours and stuff, it just is so much quicker to analyse stuff by just quickly looking at it rather than on a spreadsheet.
In RiskSmart, I've got a dashboard which is set up, and I've got my dashboard set up essentially like board meeting. So everything that the board would want to see is on my dashboard. And for the actual report that I have to send before we sit in the board meeting, I pull everything off there as a snippet and stick it in a document, stick a few words around it, and that's my report complete. Everything's there. It documents exactly what we're doing and where we're doing it. So forget all of the regulatory stuff. As a business, it's helping you improve. It's just helping you improve as a whole.
I've learned a lot about how risk even works through the system. So I've kind of been learning as I go with Paul, using the system.
People aren't, oh no, here's another risk meeting. People aren't seeing it as do I have to talk about and waste an hour talking about this? So yeah, the engagement of kind of commercial teams and things like that who really don't give a monkeys about risk, they do now, which is brilliant.
Obviously, I love the dashboard where you can have everything right there, ready to view. Just a quick overview if you even just wanted to show someone, these are how many risks we have in this category and etc. So yeah, it's uncomparable. Is that a word?
Every week more people are asking us about things that are in RiskSmart, so the awareness is building and building and building. And I think we've only scratched the surface with what it can do. To be fair, there's loads.